Buddy, welcome to another How's Coin Finds, and I got some 50 cents and $1 coins to go through. Excuse me. I went down to the bank at 6 o'clock this morning and grabbed myself some coins. So I went down my little bank as well. So I got 120 of 20s. So I got 6 rolls of them, and $80 of 50-cent pieces. So I've got 8 rolls of them. So we'll go through, have a sniff, and at the same time I swapped Spud Lee one time for 2 rolls of $20 $1 for a roll of uncirculated flag $2 coins. And well, at this time these are 100,000. Now they're 6.4. So I'm going to open that up. That one. That's your Prosca. So I'm going to open up. Just in case there's errors in there, but they'll be going back to the bank today, unless there's errors in it. Yeah. So I'll check through the $1 first. Leave those 50s there. I will crack the Prosca one. Get it out of the way. Oh, excuse me. A bit early for a Coke, but it's pretty raspy, so it should clean me up. I just had a latte, and you know what that's gonna do. Probably not a good idea having the milky product before going on here. Then yeah, we'll see what's in here. They're all uncirculated. Look at the marks spotted. Look at all the milk spots covered in. That one was anyway. Yeah, so unless there's any standout ones. I mean, they all look nice. But look, that's spotted all over too. I'll just rotate them around, you never know. Could be lucky. Could be a rotating there, or big rabbit ears, or I don't know, something. That's all milk spotted too already, eh? That's all stuff in the mint sprayed on it, you know, after it's been made. Wherever it's been, it's got some, you know, they might have been washing somewhere, I don't know, but that's spray marks. It's not on the dye, it's afterwards, and it's not before it. It's been in wherever the hopper was. Yeah, it's got sprayed, I'd say, with maybe, you know, and who knows what they're using, the bleach or something, because it spotted it up pretty much. Checking I've got my right glasses on. Don't normally hold them, you know. As I say, I usually stand them up. It's easier for. Anyway, I don't know what's easier. This seems alright, but I feel like doing it the other way. So yeah, pretty early start today because I got up. Well, I get up early every morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I had to go out and get some petrol for the car. So I did that, and I'm like, I'm going to go down the bank and get some coins. So I drove down to my little bank. Quite a bit of traffic on the road too. I wonder if that rubs off. You know, look, this is what happens, you know. And that's what I was saying with fingerprints on coins. The fingerprints on the coins that actually stay on them is when it's a brand new coin like this and you touch it. My fingerprints are on there, see? And they'll stay there. And then those fingerprints will patina up, if you want to call it that, but they blacken up and they just keep getting worse as years go on. and it ruins the coin because it's been marked. I mean, if people want to complain about coins being cleaned, they want to be complaining about having fingerprints on it, because if I wanted a coin, fingerprints, no fingerprints, this has to be worth more. It just has to. And fingerprints, as far as I'm concerned, I won't buy coins with fingerprints on them. They're wrecked. They've been wrecked. That's why if you want to preserve them, you put your gloves on, hold on the edges. Oh, there's a rabbit here. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm glad I didn't do it to that one. Oh, where's that one I just did it to? I don't know where it went. This is right at the end. One rabbit ear in there. How's that? 2020 uncirculated. Sitting in there. How lucky I didn't pick that one up. Third last coin. To show the rubbing on there. Oh, man, that's so lucky. But anyway. But the thing is, like I said, those fingerprints, the ones that you find on the coins and they're embedded, only on uncirculated coins. Once they've been through circulation, that newness, it gets sealed, you know. It's not, if you want to talk sort of like that, it's not really sealed. And your oil eats into that fresh, unsealed, you know, not sealed from grime or air, I don't know. But it seems to be, if you find them on a coin, it'll be from the day it came out and somebody first grabbed it. And it just stayed on there, it never got wiped off or anything. Yeah, so, but all my life of selling coins, a couple of decades, and buying, more decades. No one ever bought fingerprinted coins if they could help it. Now people seem to think they're all right. I don't know. Yeah, each to his own. But I know through the 90s, 2000s, no, fingerprinted coins were not cool. They were not the thing to have because they were damaged. But anyway, that's just real luck, I swear. I'm so glad I didn't grab that to show that as an example, because that's got, yeah, that's got the cut, it's got the rabbit ears. I've got a bit of wobbles going on here. Phone's a little unstable, I haven't got it. Come on, oh, I'm real sorry. Oh, that might be my hand. Yeah, so the rabbit ear there, it is wobbling still a little bit, I think. But yeah, nice fresh minted. And only one in there. So they weren't minted together because there would have been others in there. That didn't just start, that progressively gets there. So, so yeah, that, I feel like just having a, excuse me, just look at that for a tick while oh, well, you can't because I'm going to use the screen. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. I'm pretty sure I checked them. But because I waffle on, sometimes I'm not fully concentrating. No. 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 Nothing on the tails too. Right. Only a few more. This might drag the video out, but hey, we got to see what we got to see. I can't throw anything back on uncirculated. Nothing on them. Getting close to the one I rubbed up. I don't know where it is. It was on the other side anyway that I did it. Wasn't that one? No, nothing there. Wasn't that one? Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, so just a couple more to check. Because, yeah, recheck your coins, make sure. If you feel in doubt, well, you're going to have to go through them again. That one I roughed up, I don't even know where it went, unless it's one of these last two. No, I must have already put it in there. Well, nothing on that one. And the last one, no, nothing on that one. I don't know, that one I roughed up's in there. But so that was worth opening, hey? For that, definitely. Uncirculated 2020, 6.4 mil, but it's uncirculated. Nice fresh rabbit ears. First one to see it and hold it. There it is, brand new find. Not as in the type of error, but it's a brand new find. Just little rabbit came out of its hole and I grabbed him. But that's real luck, just one. I mean, it's a pity that there's more. But that was luck that it got in there, because obviously that did come from another batch and got in there. Because usually when you find one, you'll find more. You know, that's what I found. That's probably one of the first times I've had an error, and I haven't found at least another one with it. But usually you find many together. But yeah, that's come from another batch and ended up in there, so thank you for the mix, because we got one. Very nice. Let me just, I've just got to check, make sure my settings are correct. Yeah. And the other thing I just only caught on to the other day was to turn down, to mute the screen whenever whoever's making videos or lives anyway, on your screen, just turn down the audio, just mute it, and that way you can have your speaker going with some music going or whatever you want, and you're not hearing yourself in the background, because it's like being on the radio, you hear yourself. Anyway, little tip, mute the whatever device you're watching it on, mute it, and you won't get the feedback. I keep putting that finger there, I don't know. I think I'm supporting that, stop it falling. I've turned all the lights down, you know. I found that blue background, and I've got the lights dimmed, and yeah, well, that seems to be pretty good colour. It's not overexposed. I think after, you've got to be kidding me, after like 2 years of mucking around, that I found I didn't need to have as much light as I was trying. I was trying to put more, and in actual fact it's less with a dark background. Dark background, less lighting. Highly recommend it. Take it. That's 2 years of me buggering around with different light and, oh man, background. I've done everything. And so I'm real, you know, the first time I'm probably real happy about looking on my screen and looking at that and seeing that it's not right overexposed, and I can see it nicely. If I put my hand, it actually puts it to the probably about right contrast and brightness. Oh, look at that. I'm glad that's not rotated. That'd be a giveaway if it was, wouldn't it? Jeez, couldn't sell that. Yeah. Let's see if I can zip through without waffling. I'm not going to talk for 5 minutes. Who believes that? Alright, let's go the 2001. Looks nice, hope it's a rotate. Good money, it is. No dinosaurs. I got 25 dinosaurs down at my little bank 2 noodles ago. 25 of them. 4 sets, and then I made another 3. So I got 7 sets basically out of it. 2014. It's not bad, Nick. Might need that to go with the other 15s and 17s, and I found a few lately, the low mints. 2 2015s yesterday. No rotate. You can get the wide and thin numbers on the back there. There's a variety. And on here there's a variety, and it's the large head, all spaced IRB. I'm yet to find one. It's in the book, but as I said, there's a lot of stuff in those books on Australian coins to find that could be BS, mistaken, or there was just one made. And everyone's looking for them, and, well, you got no chance. Because they just don't exist, they're not out there. Let me just check that. Well, I thought it was rotated just a fraction, but it's not. Where's the large head? If you find a large head on these, it's got to be worth mega bucks. Would have to be. Because I've never seen a picture, I've never seen anybody sell one, I've never seen anybody talk about one, having one. I've never found one. I've gone since 2001, hundreds of thousands of dollars of $1 coins, and I ain't found one. Not bad, need to look for the die cracks off the heels. Only tiny, 2 of them. Like sparks. Oh, you know what? I never really put a name to it or nothing, yeah, because I like putting names and stuff. But seriously, you can get off his back heel here. You can get a die crack that goes up here just a little bit, and you can get it coming off there and going to the inner rim. But I never thought the guy's dancing, and you know they used to put the steel tappers on the back and front to protect, you know, not for being tap dancers, but to stop the shoes wearing down. And there's every chance he had them on the back. And that could be sparks coming off it, you know. Look for that. Nice, real nice little area that it is, but I only found them on the uncirculated rolls that I had. So you need them uncirculated. They're not the tiniest and they're not the shallowest. They, you know, okay die crack. But you know, they could wear down where they, you know, you mightn't see them. You can get cuts on these too, on there, Phil. So look for them raised. That's incused. Look for an obtuse blob on the top. Yeah, so I never put that to it, you know, that he's dancing, and you know, you just think that it was the sparks coming off the heel protectors, the steel heel that he used to nail in. I had them on my shoes when I was real young, I remember, you know, back in Wales, and heaps of people had them, and they still might. And it just protected, just, you know, it was a good idea. It saved the shoe wearing down front and back. They wore out, got them in packs of 4 or something, and they were cheap to replace. I remember they were nailed in, so you had to have a good thickness, because otherwise, I remember being your big toe. You know, I mean, get the tacks out. It's the tacks on it. Anyway, so yeah, just a bit of something to it. Everyone must be in bed. Look, it's 8 o'clock. I've got 2 watches, that's it. And 2 likes. So me and you are watching. That'll be me included in there, whoever you are, because nobody's left any remarks there, any comments. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I check coins all day, every day. I'll be back later with some more. I'll be taking these down to the bank with yesterday's lot, putting them in there, and I'll be bringing some more home. The more you check, the more coins you'll find, the more you find for your collections. And if you sell, well, as I said, if you want to turn over good money each week, you've got to do tons of this, and you've got to find tons of good stuff to make a living off it, which I've done since 2005. So there's money in money. That's what my motto's been since, well, geez, in the 90s, man. I knew straight away that for cost price, I could find stuff worth many dollars. Like, what year? Geez, what year was it? Oh, I'll say it was early 90s. Must have been early 90s. And Mum was in the city, and she took out money out of the teller, and she took out $50 notes, and she took it out of the Commonwealth Bank in the city, on the corner of Swanson Street and Burke. Not Swanson, Elizabeth and Burke, the big bank there anyway. And she took it out. Anyway, one of the $50 notes was missing. It's 50. It was not there. There was no fold in there either. So it was completely missing. And took it straight into Stearns. I was with her, straight into Stearns, uncirculated, missing the 50, and he gave us $350 for it on the spot. I'm just wondering how much that thing's worth now. $350 for that. 7 times face value. That used to be the go. It used to always be face value times 4, times 5, 7, you know, depending on uncirculated gem. You know, all that. They used to be like that. Now, everyone just puts a price on it. But it used to be 7 times face value is what you get for your error notes. And anyway, that's probably one of the best finds ever, and that was just Mum taking out money out of the teller in the city and scoring that. So that made her day anyway, because she went off to the casino after that. So yeah, instant cash, and there you go, instant cash. Check your notes. Nothing goes through my hands. I check all notes, I check all coins, I check all stamps, I check pottery, I check doesn't matter. I've researched so many things, my head's just like, I'll tell you, it's full. But yeah, and because I'm working, no job, working for myself on eBay, it wasn't just coins. Anything that I saw at the market, anything. I was like that show on TV where you buy stuff at the auction, at the market, and then go and auction it. I've been doing that, mate, before they were even doing it. And so I'd just get anything and everything, mate. I'll tell you, and I've still got tons of stuff here to cover every genre. Anybody collecting, doesn't matter, from statues to cups to copper art, the light, mate. The list would be a mile long if I told you the list of stuff I've had and still got. The little trinket stuff, you know, that have a turnover. And I've still got a lot. The thing is, it's really arduous work, eBay. You know, I was doing 80 hours a week to turn over a wage. It's really hard work. The packing, oh man, just takes so long. And putting them on, putting them actually on doesn't take very long. It's all the photos and taking all the photos for it and doing the description for each item, because I don't like just putting stuff on. Unfortunately for me, I like to explain to people, even in the descriptions. And so what might take somebody normally 5 minutes to put on, I could be half an hour more. So anyway, I've put myself off putting them on because it takes me so long. So I've got them all sitting here. That's a nice 84. So I've got them all sitting here. That's not too bad. Yeah, but it is really hard work on eBay and long hours, man. And doing this, because I still do eBay and YouTube, mate, my day's gone. Every day's gone so fast. since COVID, like 4 years. I don't even know where it's gone. I know what happened last year though, and the year before. They're pretty stickers, but yeah. But anyway, it's my year this year. I'm a rabbit, 1963. So bring on the rabbit luck. No rotate, no nudge head. Yeah, and let's hope karma and make amends for last year. But if I got my backside in the gear, I got all the error coins. I think I told you guys, if anyone was listening the other day, I said about all these error coins I find, or that 2020 there, and that 50-cent copper saturated metal composition floor one I found the other day. First 50 cents. I've had 5 cents. I'm going to go through all my photos and try and put them all together and put them in a post to show you the 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, and now for the first time I've found a 50 cents with metal composition floor, which means it's got copper saturated from the top and through the bottom and in the edges. It was a tail ender. It wasn't mixed, it's not linished, it's just raw. It's still got its markings going all the way across from when it was made, when they made the sheet. And that's my first 50. So I wish I had all the others, because I would have had a full set to do then. So I've had 2 5s, 3 10s, 2 20s, and this is the first 50. They're really, really scarce, really hard to come across. I got one on eBay now, the 10-cent one. Beautiful with this, and it's got it right through it. Both sides, really nice. Oh look, it's a donkey. Should be a mule. I've had enough go through my hands. I've got to be getting close to my average of getting one again. I've had them, but I've had one, not had them. I've had one only. That was in 2006. I found that. So 2006, and just you guys can see by the videos I'm doing how much noodling I do, and I've done this forever. So you can see how hard it is to find a mule consistently since 1999. All right. So we go from 1999. I've consistently noodled coins. I've checked everybody's coins. Anyone coming to parties, get your coins out, bring your, nothing goes through my hands without checking. And if I see anybody that's got anything, doesn't matter, even next to me at the bank, I'll try and con those coins out of them. Yeah, I've been checking a lot, and well, I've only found one. So anybody finding more than one in their lifetime, extremely lucky. Anybody finding one in their lifetime, extremely lucky. If anybody finding 2 or more, well, I don't know what you call that. Just extreme luck. Extreme. Alright, I got last $1 to sniff through. Not much chop there, but we'll see what the average percentage is at the end. Alright. Oh look, W for waddle. It's really weird that, because I just threw one back in, I think. Oh no, I kept it. 2022 Australia Post Great Australia Coin Hunt number 3, A to Z. Got them in a tube. The special coin is the blue X coin. I can show you. Oh, this is. For anybody that hasn't seen one in the flesh, pardon the noise, but it's here. I can show you one. Right there, that's the coloured. I can't put it any lower, sorry. I might be able to get it out. You can see. Oh, I had one down there. Oh, anyway, that's it there. So that's the coloured X in the 2022 gash. And they're selling for $210 at Downey's and Stearns. That's how much they're going for, $210 from the affiliated with the mint coin shops. Yeah, there you go. So they're on average 1 per 10 tubes. The mint still has them for $47 for a tube and the folder to put them in. So you can still buy them, and you never know, you might get a blue in there. But if you buy a whole box of them, that's a box of 10, you should get one in there, but there's no guarantees. But that's what the average is, 1 in 10. Yeah, there you go. So they're good money. That one there's in my Gratitude coin album, my one previous one that filled up. I've got number 2 going. If anybody wants to send anything to go in there, you go in the running to win some prizes once it's full. My address is right here, and it's also in the description. But send something to me, and I'll put you in there. And yeah, and plus in the description I've got the link, so go on the link for the Gratitude album and you'll see what I'm talking about there. Save me explaining right through, but basically send me something and I'll put it in there, and once it's full I've got prizes that I'm giving away. I've got a gold coin at the moment, half-gram gold coin, 2020 Rue, and I've got a $100 plus PNC 2012 with number 126 of 300. It's a hardback PNC, which are rare in itself that they've made that, and it's got a set of stamps in there that haven't been, they're mint unused, and they're silver foiled with the ballerina on there, and you can only get them in that set, so they only made 300 of those mini sheets. Yeah, and so that's a prize, and there's more people send things in and it fills up. I'm going to add more stuff to it, so at the end there's going to be a ton of stuff to give away, and good stuff too. Okay, so we got 4 coins out of that, $1. So out of the 2020s, we got that. I'm so glad. My heart's like pounding, you know. I didn't use that. I can't believe I could have smudged that up real bad, eh? But that's and it's not badly minted. It hasn't got, you know, it's got a few, as would be expected. They all live together in a hopper and then get rolled up again. They're treated pretty rough, but yeah, that little rabbit ears right there, beautiful. Yeah, it's minted all right. I'm happy with that. It's really nice condition. So thanks, Bud. I did check the other one. What am I talking about? Because there's no way I don't check any. Yeah, I checked the other one. There's nothing in it. Nice 84. It is nice because I don't normally pick these as. Just hasn't been hit very much in the scratches. So it is nice. And again, for giveaways or something, I'm sure somebody will like that. Money for, and it's not just the coin, you're getting money anyway. You can go and spend it. Once you get any coins off me, you do what you want with them. If you spend them and you said I spend them, I ain't going to get cut up nothing, mate. It doesn't matter. I'll find it again. And then the 2019 S, 1.5 million on them. Got a Privy Mark 35 and a Privy Mark S right there. Privy Marks, squares with the letter incused, or whatever they put in there. Could be an animal shape, but it'll always be incused. The counter stamp is round and it is sunken. It's incused. And the letter is in the middle of it and it's raised. And a mint mark is just a letter on the field, no surroundings, nothing. It's a letter, raised letter on the fields. There you go. So yeah, so anyway, 2019. That's all right. Got 2 A's yesterday and a few U's the other day, so that made it all right. And that Anzac was the 2014 just go to set. So, yeah. Those two, real good. I like all of them there. Anyway, I'm going to keep all of them. So, yeah. But the money coin in there is this one, obviously. Yeah, that's, you know, it's uncirculated, first seen, first touch. It's going to go in somewhere. So unless somebody else actually looks through their rolls and or whatever and gets it without being touched, it's going to be scarce without being touched. You know. So anyway, that's all right. That's the $1. $4 out of 120. So 120, 10% is 12. 5%, 6. There. So 3 is 3%. So we're right in that 3 to 5% mark, as I say. So 3.5% roughly, or whatever. And that's why I say that the average is of your fines between the 3 and 5. That's good. More than that, beautiful. Less than 3%, you know, you're not. It's pretty average. There's exceptions to the rules. If that less than 3% was a top grade coin, then yeah, then for a top grade mule, rotate, you know, something, that's about 0.1 to 0.3% of what you go through, but the actual coin itself that you're looking for. So, you know, the mule, for instance, $1,000, that's 1,000, 2,000 coins, 1,000, $2,001 coins that you've actually held in your hands. So when I say the average, you know, 250 to 1 or 5 to 1 or whatever it is, that's not how many coins go through your hand, it's how many of that particular one we're looking for goes through your hands. So, you know, you could be, well, with a mule I've gone through, I don't know how many, I've only found that one. So, they're pretty high up, you know. You could be talking 1,000,000, 2,000, oh, I think maybe 5.7. No, it couldn't be that many. 100,000, $2,001 coins to a mule. That's what you might have to go through. Now you think how much for 100,000 of them, you would have to probably search through $1 million worth of $1 coins to possibly hold and touch 100,000 $2,001 coins. So big, you know, you got to do a lot of noodling, and I'm doing a lot and I ain't still seen it. So, but you can be lucky and pick up a pack, look through, and you find it straight away, you know. But those odds, 3 to 5%, that's over a couple of decades. That's for anything that you find. But if you had lower than that and it was a top grade coin, then those percentages is 0.1 to 0.3, I put it at. So, you know, top fine coin, and then that goes up with the grading, of course. The percentage will go down with the grading being better. Anyway, I know it sounds confusing, but anyway, that's all my stuff that I've got in the head and over the years to get those percentages to tell you guys what, you know, what, to give you some idea that you'll have when you find stuff, if you've done okay or not, because sometimes people don't know if they've done okay or not with their find. Well, go on the percentages, that's one place anyway. This one I've been looking for that variety that I found. I only found the one. Lot thicker font. The T's about a third thicker again, bigger. It looks like it's further in too, just by looking at it. But all the detail just pops because, and the back, and because I think they've used the proof dies on a normal strike. And the coin was just fantastic. It just, you know, like that, but not. If you look at proofs, you'll see proofs that even like the waves are cut right in. They might even do a couple of extras on the proofs, but they really do make everything deeper. They cut it right in a lot more than this. This is just like roughly done to make it and good, but the proofs, they definitely make sure that everything is obtused up as much as possible. You know, it's reliefed up. And you can tell straight away, and we could tell when we found it because we were all live. You know, I was doing live and everybody was watching, and everybody picked up straight away when I turned it over, was saying that it was just looked a completely different coin. 29, oh, I'm talking and turning this, look at that, the 2019 IRB. That's 1 million. There's the 1 million squad, and that's in really good nick too. So you just think your 1985s, what they're worth now. And there's your 2019 IRB, 1 million, same. Better keep every one of them because they have to be going up and up and up as they get taken out. That's really nice condition. So for the last 2 years, since 19, that makes number 10, I think, or number 11. And out of that, I had 3 of them with errors, which I'd better go back here and have a look to see if it's got the errors in it. And the error is it's missing its inner ear, like this one. All right, so just stop wobbling here. See if I put it on here. I don't know if that's... I have to lift it up here, yeah. So what's happened is there's dye wear. And see the ear? It's missing. I'll show you another kangaroo with his ear. Oh, well, that's bloody missing too, isn't it? But it is there. I better show you another one with a better defined one. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, come on. Well, you can see he's got an inner ear there. There is an inner ear down there. And it's missing. The other thing is they'll be missing reading as well. So just here's all a bit missing. And I've found the ear to be thin and broken. That edge there, see that little dip there? That should be thicker. And I found these to be all pretty thin. It's a bit hard for me to see under here. I'll have to check it better. But anyway, so yeah, it's got dye fill on here. And it just looks like a finger pointing over. So look for them on your 2019. And this reading here, on the other ones I got, it's all really thin and missing stuff. And same as here. And I actually got a couple of structures on the star. I'll have to check this with another one to see how much of that reading might be missing, if it's missing any this time. Let's see if I can compare them and see if it is. You can see that sticker, that one's a lot thinner, that spike. Well, this one hasn't got as much wear, so the other ones I got all this is missing, and here it's all really weak, and all down here these are so thin, they're hardly, you know, they're there, but they're really, really thin. And there's a break in the ear as well here, and that top bit is like really thin, like that edge there right around, and the ear, in the ear detail is missing, right down and around. This one's just missing there, and I can just see that bottom bit. So this could be the start of that dye wear there, because you've got to have a progression. It's got to start somewhere, and that's another good thing to do when you're collecting coins, is do them in progression. Look for try and get them in order of how the error happened. Can't do it on varieties, but errors you can. Yeah, and so that could be the very start of when this all started going haywire. So I'll compare that with my other ones, and I reckon that's what's probably gone on there. But yeah, it's got to start somewhere, and which shows that the first wear started happening inside the ear, not on the reading too. Keep that up there. No wonder these take so long, eh? These videos. Anyway, you get some info. Looking for the crop circle, and any cut errors all around here and on the heel. I'm just seeing if I could just show that you can see they got an inner ear there. Anyway, it's got the error, cut error, but it's pretty horrid. Yes, I'm not going to worry about it, it's pretty dirty. 1980. Julie Buttigieg sent me a picture that her son came home and gave her a coin yesterday, and he'd given her a 1980, and it was a double bar, and it's in really nice condition too. So that's really good. She said that was her first one. 1980 double bar. You should have told me, I would have sent one up with your prizes. With your dinosaur set. So I got them here. 79s, I've only got a couple of them. They're hard to find. And they sell. Gotta find a rotate. Everyone's finding these rotated, and I haven't found one yet. Again, I've been through, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of these 50 cents. Jeez. But you got to be in the right place, right time, and you can complain day in, day out, and get nothing, and then suddenly you get a good run, and you got a ton. See if I can. I think I've got to hold this like there. Oh no, that's right, I've got to bring it up to the camera. Yeah. I'm looking for the bubble on this. This is a 2022. The 21s get the crop circle just here, but the 22 gets a same, just nearly the same spot, not far off. It's a little bit higher, and it gets a dot, raised dot. So, like possibly exactly what the crop circle on the 21 would turn into once it came out of the die. If it broke out in a circle proper, it would turn into a raised dot. And I've got a couple that are pretty well raised, but not to that stage. The closest one near the crop circles that looks like it's going to keep getting worse and turn into a raised dot is on the 2012, because that looks like a Fruit Loop when you look at it. It's really thick, raised, and it's big. And so not too long after that, just that middle bit in the die, if it went, it would turn into a complete domed circle. All right, next 50. Looking for the wide date. That's the standard date. 1/2 mil between the 9, 1/2 mil between the 9/4. The wide date is 1 mil between the 9, and 1 mil between the 9/4. And when I measure it, it's 6 mil across on these to the furthest point, and on the wide date, it's 7 mil. Some books had 5 and 6. 5 mil. You can look at that and see there's no way 5 mil. What the hell, 5 mil and 6 mil? 6 mil and 7 mil. That's what it is. I'm a motor mechanic. I got the measure out and I measured it. So Don't tell me about sizes in those books. I told them many times to fix it up, but no. Changeover, nice, 7 mil, 50 years of decimal currency. And again, like the RAM, the 91s, beautiful 50 cents. 2004, you get the shadow bars on these behind the emu's head. Same as on the 66. I got videos on them on double bar error, variety and shadow double bar error coins that you can look at. And most of my videos I've been finding and talking about them anyway. But yeah, I got a 1996 the other day, shadow bar, and I'd forgotten about them. So 66, 83, 93, 96, 97 and 2004 are the ones that I found shadow bars on. I kept turning them while I'm talking because you've got cuds down here. So let's zoom in and show you. There you got cud. No, that's not me, that's the camera. I'll put a heavy weight on there to stop it doing that bouncing. Stupid thing. Yeah, so you got cud there, cud there. Look on the roo, look on his paw. Look down here, there's another little one there. Look up here and around there. And you can see that inner ear, see that inner ear there? Looks like a boomerang there. And when it's missing, it looks like a pointed finger. That's the 2019 IRB. So that'll make 4 of them I've got now. I've only found, I said 10. I think maybe it might have been 12 because I think I gave 2 away. So only 12 since 2019 of them. And the JCs, I'm up to about 90 or something on them. So yeah, there's a 96. As I said, I got a shadow bar on that the other day. Extremely hard to find, so that one's dead flat. And yeah, 2 shadow bars on there. Beautiful, extremely hard to find. I'd forgotten all about them until I found that, because my notes are all jammed in my hard drive from 2007. For somebody to delve in and get all my photos out of it. Got 1,800 photos in there. All coins that I've sold and had prior to 2007. But I could show a lot there. Yeah, so that was in my notes, and my notes were my photos, you see. So a lot of stuff, yeah, had to come back finding them for me to remember. And so that's how long ago I found a 96 shadow bar for me to remember that I hadn't been including it when I told everybody about the shadow bars. Now, if you want the best example of looking at the shadow bar to see, then the 1966 round silver is the best 50 cents with the shadow bars to look at and to show up, and they're really good. They're the best ones. Nice 73, lowest min under 85, 4 mil. Yeah, but I don't keep any more. I've got one for my set that I'm going to make up to give away, do something with. Alrighty, couple more. Alright, to find a 2000 NQs or a 1988 coat of arms or a 1977 coat of arms, you know, yep, that's the 2. That's the 2 I'd want. 77 coat of arms and the 88 coat of arms. It's not too bad. 69, you know, might be the best one I've got so far. You know, you can find these really good condition, but yeah, that's not bad. Still, I've got the light on. Anyway, keep that one. Ugh, it's hot. 2001. Looking for the trail lines down here. I've got videos on that. Just look at the video trail lines. Main thing I'm looking for is the die crack off the emu, the back of his leg, all the way down to the scroll there. Yeah, but look on these for the trail lines. They're raised lines. They're straight up and down. They're vertical. Never past the 50 this way. Always on that side, and always going up or even a slight angle. But you can get one or many, but they're raised. And they're not die cracks, they're from something being left over on the die in the form of liquids or fluff or dust from polishing. There's a few ways it can get like that. Usually mechanical, whatever it's done, the cleaning of it's left lines of dust and it stays, gathers, gets minted, pushes into the die, and you get raised lines. And they're not on the design, they're only on the field. Right, so look for them. Trail lines, they're called. Another one. Bad luck. Why is he here going, buddy? I went down to the bank at 6 o'clock. I had to get petrol in the car, so the bank's right near there. So you know, I'm up early every morning. I've got to check. I can check these. And then when the bank opens, I'll take these and the coins from yesterday back, and then I can get another batch. So if you do it that way, you can get your coins early and take them all back. So I got to have a drink, take them all back later in the day. Excuse me, man, was that dried out? I haven't stopped talking, and no one's even been here. So, yeah, but yeah, down early, got it done. Wanted to get this out of the way, get them checked, and like I said, then I can go down 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock and drop them all in and grab another heap. Look at that, 2014 crop circle. Nope. 2004 shadow bars. No. 2006. Nothing. 84. Nothing. You'll see these straight away if there's any, because it's just going to be lamination flaws. You know that? It's amazing. Cuds, yeah, if you find it, they're extremely rare. But the norm is you're just looking at lamination flaws on them. This one, crop circle, right across all the fingerprints. I'll just check it myself here. No. No errors on it, no cuts on the hair or nothing. Same deal. You can see this is going to laminate in the end. I can see all the streaks here. You can see all the dark, see that streaks? That's the glacier streaks, I call them. That's all the dirt that's in, that was mixed in with this planchet, with the metal. And that dirt and impurities will wear away as they do, because they break down. And once they break down, the steel, the metal's got nothing to hold on to. So it just becomes flaky tin with nothing, and it peels. And they just got it right through. And no matter which way they're going, them going that, doesn't matter. They'll all be going in the same direction, just like a glacier. So you see that on the coin, where you see those brown marks that you see just racing through there, all those streaks there. It's all impurities. And a lot of times when I'm telling you guys, I see that there's an actual bit of lamination floor started to happen, but it hasn't on that. That side's got coming through here. So yeah, so anyway, so that's what will happen to them. Lamination floor, that's how it happens, is dirt, impurities in there, and it wears away and you can't grab onto fresh air, so it just peels off. Turns into tin foil. Sorry about oh dear. Mate, some people do it hard. Don't just getting your coins. So Wisey's got none in his area, and he's got to wait for the bank to open and then see if they got any. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit hard, I know. I'd be the same where we used to live one stage, where a long way away, same deal, mate. No chance. Just too far. What's going on here? Too far to go. Oh, it's all stuck. It's all sticky all over them. Yeah, too far to go just to get. I'm going to have to split them up. Otherwise the machine's going to spit them out. Jesus. They got rolled up too. Yeah, too far to go to get them, you know. Yeah. By the time you get home, you just can't be bothered when it's a long distance. I don't know if that's got a little crop circle there, that little round circle. I'll just check it. No, it's not. It's nothing, eh? And it looks like it, but it's not. So always make sure that you check your coins properly. But that little circle bit there that looked like it. I mean, it was in a different place to normal because it's down a bit lower, but you know, they could crop up. And it looks like another one up above the hair there. That crown, the last point. But they're not, they're just tiny little circles, like just scuff marks. You can see them all over. It just happens to be whatever it went through or got hit. Yeah. They're all filthy dirty, those. I've got to zoom up a bit, sorry I can't see from there. $72. 5 mil, not very good neck. 79, so we can get a double bar. I've had what, 15 or something, or somewhere there, 1980s. I think, I still don't think I got a 79, no. So yeah, as I said, that, you know, that's the ratio, is between 10 and 15 1980s to every 79. That's every 10 or 15 79 coins that have gone through your hand, not 80 coins that have gone through your hand. 96, shadow bar. Let me just check with this, so zooming up. No. And then in nice condition, really top condition 96s, you want to be keeping all them. And when you even say, I'm not going to do that, yeah, well, you'll be lucky if you find one. And when you do find one, you'll know you'll be keeping it, because you'll see the rate of finding the 96 in this condition, you know, top condition. They're 19 million, they are far in between. I wouldn't even take that as a double bar. Really hard to find. 14. No crop circle. Julie, how you going? Yeah, they're not easy to find, Wisey. 79s. And yeah, if you want to buy one on eBay, I told you, I've seen on there. For whatever reason, it shows, you know, how people follow other people without doing research. I dare say that somebody put 1980s on for more than 1979s. And it looks like that the people selling them have caught and doing the same thing, which shows me they don't even collect coins. Because if they did noodle in that, they would know that the 79 is way harder to find than the 80. And there's the difference of the mint. You got 24 on the 79, and you've got 38 on the 80, which straight away tells you the rate. Anyway, so that's excellent. I need a nice 74. That's really nice. I think they're 16 million or something. No, they're not. They're 8 million. Yeah, 8 million. So that's pretty good. Yeah, 8 million. It's the 72, 3 and 4, you know. 72, 5 million, 73, 4 million, 74, 8 million. And then you're 85 after that at 1. But that's really nice. So cool. Happy with that one. Looking for that design. What's that, 18, yeah? Under the radar coin in the future, 5.4 mil or 5.8 mil. 5.4. You can get them in top nick. They cost you 50 cents, put them away 20 years, 30 years. And if they're not done anything and they're not wanted, but you want those ones that you find that are in absolute, you know, they're just like that one, like the 19, that's what you want at 18s like that. You find them because they're really well minted, so I'd be keeping the 18 with the 19. Definitely, I would be. Because, yeah, they're just minted so nice. The mintage isn't too high, and I just feel that with a few other coins I wish I had kept that weren't very low mintage or just down sort of, they're good money because people have got to buy mint sets or try and get them uncirculated from people that know and charge. And so if you can keep them, you'll have an advantage over a seller down the track that might have bought them and cost more, or bought them at a later stage, and you got them for 50 cents, only paying face value, and you might have the advantage by being able to sell them cheaper because they're circulated, but only lightly. And so, anyway, you know, you got to get the edge. That's what you want. You want the edge. So, 18s out of here, top nick will give you the edge over the uncirculated down the track because you can get them not much off uncirculated out of here right now. And this laid in, you know, 5 years now, and they're still looking good, is because whatever metal they used, from whoever they got it from, it was nice. Oh look, a 91. Yeah, I was saying that I like the rounds. 25 years of our decimal, and the 50 years they put that in the centre. So this one was representing the shilling, representing the sheep, but it was on the shilling. And then the 50 years they put it at the bottom as it was on the shilling. I used to love those shillings. They were real cool at getting them. I used to remember getting them all the time because everyone still used them in the 70s. Any of them still used them. Didn't know there were any silver. I would have kept anyway. Who knew? Top nick, nice. They're 4 million. No, four's saying 4.5, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7. think they're 4.7. Million, nice low mint, thereabouts, mint. They're alright, they can sell for okay money, but a lot of things have been coming down. And, ships used to sell for big money now. Can't really give them away. That's got a crop circle. You can see that circle right there next to the crown. So I'll bring that up. It looks nice raised as well. There it is, got the two peaks on the east-west. It seems to be on the other ones, when they get worse, that's where it starts. It starts raising up on the east-west edges and then starts on the rest of the circle. There he is, right there, nice. I'm trying to hold my hand there for you. There it is. Anyway, well, I don't know if I can zoom up, maybe, and show it. I can point to it from here. If you didn't know where it was. There it is, standing out nicely. If I put this to it, yeah, that's it there. Got the raised up, looks like a volcano edge, or a ring. It looks like it's got a diamond on the top. Put a ring on it. Anyway, nice, that is a ring on it. Somebody did put a ring on it. Just check see if there's any cuts on the hair. No, there's no others under the chin. No, just the crop circle on this, but you can get it with cuts on the hair, in the corner of that crown to hair, on the field to hair, and on the hair in that first curl. Just see, you can get it on there. You can get it in that corner. You can get cuts here and down here and up here. And I'm pretty sure this one is the dot under the chin, or the 22 has a dot under the chin, I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, another crop circle, lovely. Sorry, I haven't looked down. Yeah. Cole, how you going, buddy? Yeah, doing good. Nice early Tuesday morning here, Melbourne. I haven't found an incuse for a while. Just playing, I'll need it up a little bit closer because I'm looking over the screen. But yeah, just look for your die cracks down there too and get your tiny ones, that's clear. Same spot up there. Yeah, it looks clear. And you can get the fat lettering, which is just die wear. It's not a variety, it's just error. It's die wear. 2004. Got some problems going on there. Flat. Looking for the shadow bars. This can get errors around on the mouth and the hair too. 2004. But yeah, there's got a bit of a problem there. Doesn't look off center. It definitely looks like a tilted die again. Smacked here first, didn't get up there. Vertical tilted die. As I've told everyone, 99% of these errors I'm telling you, they're from tilted dies. Could have been a bit of wear on the gutter edge of the die, but I don't know, it just looks like it just didn't come down into it. It's not color problems. Yeah, anyway. One of those ones, I don't worry about them. I see them on so many of them. The 20 cents is as well. If it was a ram strike, totally different. But it's not. Another 79, no double bars. 94. Nice condition, but it's just a standard 6mm. Not bad nick. And swiped across there. I had one of these with a cut on it too, on the back. Wish I could get all my photos and I could show everyone and tell you even more places to look. And on what? But yeah. No, nothing under the chin. No, no raised dot bubble. It's got no cuts. Minted nice. Too bad they made heaps of them. 2016, again looking for that dye variety. I think proof dyes was minted with proof dyes. Absolutely was minted with proof dyes, because when I checked the coins of that year, 2016, the proof 50-cent pieces matched the 50 cents that I had, bar frosting and mirror. It was still, you know, top nick, nearly uncirculated or extremely fine, but it just it was just like a third, not a third, but a fifth that again up. It's just stand out. And when I checked through, it matched up with the proof, so no doubt it was proof dyes. And they do that, why not? They cost so much money, and the mint destroys proof dyes after they use them, but they will use them to pump out a few coins. There's no law saying they can't, and they can. That's it. And they do, and so they should, instead of not wasting any money, you know. And it gives us some varieties out here too. Just look over. I haven't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you'll probably find little cuds on all the coins, 50 cents. I find them. There's some I got there, and the back of them are just covered in cuds, little tiny ones. That, you know, they're all still cuds. But yeah, that's why, yeah, check, you know, rotate your coins and check your coins. But yeah, that's what we're looking for, is stuff that we haven't found before. But Wisely says he's found a few with cuds at the back of the image head on the reading. Yeah. But yes, check your coins. You don't know what you're going to find. That's the fun of it, anyway. I thought it was 2021. I was going to say, what's she doing on there? And trail lines, I find best way to start off with is that way. We'll have a sniff on this because it's in nice condition. Let's see if there's any in there. Might be a bit close. Just move them out of the way. I think I'm too close there. Yeah, that's better. Looks pretty clear. Yep. That one's clear. No trail lines. So trail lines, TRAIL. Look them up. They happen quite frequently on American coins, but that's the only one I know of on the Australian coins that gets trail lines. They're raised straight vertical lines on those coins. They go vertical all the time, not horizontal. And they're only up to the 50 cents. They're never past the 50. It's only in that area. And they don't go onto the design. It's just on the fields behind them. They can be many or just one. Can be really high, look like a die crack, but they're dead straight. That's not about 75. I might keep that, go with that 75. I got 74. Oh, I got 69, 74, 75. Because I want to put a little set together, 69 to 76. Just to give away to someone once I get it all done. Give it away so we can have them. In case they haven't got any, or for upgrades, or to take it out and put it towards a coffee. It doesn't matter, they're yours once I give them to you. And things can get tough and you got to use your coins, and that's cool. That's what's good about this. You always get your money back 100% if you need to use them, as I've done many times. Yeah, no crop circle on that one. Let's see. Nothing there, but the main one I said, because I've got plenty of them now, is the emu die crack. I've only ever found one only. That was 2009, 10. And I sold that, and that sold straight away, because rare as. That's what the sort of thing you want to be doing with the 2018, something like that. And, you know, you keep them 20 years. And yeah, it might sound a lot, but it's not. I've got some little coins I've kept here, and I just forgot about them in the tray. So 20, 30 years, and then you pull them out and see what they're going for then, these, because for some reason I just got a thing on them being under the radar that people will be looking for in top nick, and right now they are. And if you sell, well, you'll be in good competition to sell them cheaper than somebody who's got an uncirculated. And anyway, that's what I'm saying. You've got to get the edge, get your footing, and you might be able to sell them for not much less than what the uncirculateds are going for. So yeah. Snake eyes, yeah. The old double ones, mate. Snake eyes, yeah. Yep, that's a good thing. You look for stuff in the errors and that, give them some names, give them something to it. It's much better, I reckon. You know, those things, calling them crop circles, yeah, that's cool. I like that. You know, the alien one, or the bug face on the 2016 5 cents. But you got to give names so everyone can, you know, instantly recollect what that is. If you don't give it a name, it doesn't sort of stick. So I like giving names to everything that I find. If it's got a resemblance to anything that I can think of, I will give it a name. So then I'll know from then on, if I find it, that's what I'll keep calling it, you know. It catches on, everyone gives it a name. I'm just checking for shadow bars on there. No, it's just dirt. Shadow bars on this one. No. 81. Not much happens on them. Lamination floor, if anything. Lamo floor, if anything. It's got the same problems going on there with that edge. Let's have a look. Nice in there. Just that tilted die. That's what I reckon. That's my take on it. Yeah, and these don't go through an upsetter, only the round ones. Otherwise they'll be squashed. These have to be cut exact each time. What's that one? All right. Two more to go, and then just gonna have breakfast and you got round 50 cents given from when they came out in 1966. That's all right. That's good. Check them for the shadow bars. I'll guarantee about more than 50% of them will have the shadow bars. I'll bet you. More than 50% on the 66 will have shadow bars. They're the most prolific shadow bar to find, the easiest shadow bar to find, and the most identifiable shadow bar to find is on the 66, around 50 cent. Silver, 80%. 3 of them gives you an ounce plus dot 3.3. So if you sell 3 Australian 50 cents silver coins, they actually equal 0.3 more of a gram over an ounce. And I equate that to whatever the going price is, just bung well, I think I had it at 34 cents, $34, I think it worked out, 34, to add 80 cents to it. So whatever you get offered on 3 of them, you should be adding 80 cents onto it because it's actually over 1 ounce. It's over by point, was it 0.3? No, 0.834, 0.8. I'm pretty sure it was 0.834 grams over, over. Anyway, it equated to, I worked out about 80 cents. So just remember, the 3 66 50-cent pieces is over marginally an ounce of silver, just marginally. And it'd make a difference, you know, that if you had, you know, I don't know, if you had 100 of them to go in, well, that's an extra $100. You get me? 100 lots of 3, that is. But anyway, be an extra $100. So better off us than them. 96, as I said, nice 96. I don't know what I'm holding. I'm talking and trying to concentrate and looking. Shadow bar, not there. I better get through these, eh? Crop circle, 14s, probably cuds along the rim. I sort of got to stop at every one of them. I just wanted to get through, but I can't. There's a nice long cud on the bottom of the shield. That's really, normally it's just across here, but that's extremely long. That's a ding. Nothing, 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 nothing. And yes, on the heel. So heel and shield. The heel shield. So 2 on there. That's the 2014. No crop circle. But I haven't. Well, I've only found 1 crop circle. I wonder if anyone's got a crop circle with errors on it. That'd make it double error. But it might add more value to it that there's a crop circle with more errors on it. I don't know. Another one with the edge there. And you can see how nice that, how deep that is. This all gets minted in the die, this one. It doesn't have the upsetter to start it off, but I think it's got some, it probably has a bit of edging already to start. I haven't seen a blank 50 cents, to tell you the truth. But that could be what a blank 50 cents starts off as, just a slight edging. I don't know, but to me it's probably just a dead flat one, and it's all minted in the die, with the collar. Whereas the other round coins get squashed in the upsetter, and then they go in and the reading gets put on and squashed out. So yeah, these don't get that squeezing. So, but anyway, just there, deep as, again, you know, vertical tilted die. Hit, just didn't get down to finish the job. Pretty consistent. What's that one? 2013. Anyway, crop circle on the 2012. The Fruit Loop, I call it, because it's massive. It's just there when you find it, and it's huge. Oh, look at his back. Has that been dinged? I'll just check if it's a ding or a cut. Oh no, it's just, oh, let me check. It's really hard sometimes to differentiate between a knock that's created metal to push up it to the edge and an actual cud. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that a bit more. I sort of got a feeling that a bit hard to tell if it, I think it's a cud, but you can see under it. So that puts a bit of doubt. Let's see if I can get it. is there. I can hold still. See, it's lifted up. But it's the side parts are lifted and the center looks like a solid. I'm trying to hold still. I'm sort of one of the, you know, it's like watching the movie and you're wobbling. So I don't know if there was a cud there. But there was a cud on there. Where am I? Because I think that's and then it got hit. I wish I could hold it, get it in the right spot there. Put that on. But, so yeah, so anyway, but it looks like it's a cud on there. There was a cud on there. And I don't know if it's been hit to push that metal over, because it's flaking underneath those edges. And it can't flake under there. If it was a cud, it's going to be solid on there. It's part of it. So the only way you get flaking is another bit of metal's been introduced into the metal that's originally there, and that's called cold shut. And cold shut strike is a bit of foreign metal that shouldn't be there, and it's been struck with it and become one, but it's not connected. It's only sitting on the top like tinfoil. Yeah, I'll check that out, but if not, that's a massive back one. That's a 2012. Yeah, that's pretty big. But yeah, I can't really, I'll have to check it a bit more. But it looks like it's a cud, but the edging, to me, looks like it'd been hit on the kangaroo been hit, spread it out to the sides of that, and it's, well, leveled out. I don't know. A bit hard to see that would be from when it minted the cud, yeah, because it's part of the metal. It's not on top. It's all part of it like this. But that lifting at the edges, that metal couldn't have been part of the strike. It would have been part of it as part of the kangaroo, but it's been hit and spread out to the sides afterwards. Had a good hit there from something, just to the same spot, and it's hanging off the edges of it. So cud with a belt. They're 2018, as I said, you know. Under the radars, like really nice coins still. And it only costs you face value. Oh, so I haven't looked over. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Cole. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, buddy. So I've not been ignorant now. I've got my screen on the left, and I get so carried away talking, eh? Even when I'm talking now, I'm looking at that screen as my camera instead of looking over here. But yeah, I don't have time all the time to look over, so I sort of stop now and then and try and catch up with everybody if there's with the convo going on. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, always plenty going on. Double bar, nothing. 96. So he's got that underlying luster, so, but it's not quite there, you know. I mean, if you're looking for one for your set, whatever, buying one, well, you know, I wouldn't pass that up. That'd be going straight away to check with the one I've got in there and upgrading as I find. But that would definitely be one that, because I can see from distance, nice luster all over it, but with the camera you can see just a bit of smudging. I'm not going to keep it, so let's just see. It was just a tiny dab, not a scrub. Yeah, but anyway, but it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice 96. I'd be happy with that if I was putting a set together. Otherwise, I said, try and find a better one. You know, this condition, pooh. Yeah, good luck. you'd be going through tens of thousands of dollars, unless again you're just one of those lucky people that get your first one and check it and there it is and never to find another one again, but that happens. But they're extremely hard to get in good condition. Double bar, beautiful. So you can see that nice there. It's got the 2 bars, and that's a variety because the mint put them in. They were mistakenly in there. They might have picked it up because they might have thought that it was part of the reading as well, but it's not. And so they ground it out afterwards. So you'll see 80s and 79s with just the small point at the front behind the head. You'll see tiny points coming off and you'll know it's been ground. They ground it out. But they did 79 and somebody did it again in 80. They didn't look. They weren't given the memo, obviously. Don't put them in there. And then the 66, the 83, the 93, the 96, the 97, and the 2004 shadow bars, they're error coins. Their shadow double bars are happening because the dye is wearing in that place, in that condition. And so, considering it's similar, I'm sort of wondering whether or not this was in there for a reason, to brace it because of the dye wearing here. Because those years have actually got it in the same place with the same, same place, but they're low speed hump shadow bars. And that just means there's a weakness in the dye at the back of the emu's head. And they had these at the back of the emu's head. So I'm just wondering if they were just experimenting with making it a bit better and they didn't like it because it didn't match the reading. It wasn't part of it. I don't know. But it's real weird that they put these in there on purpose, but by mistake, and we're getting errors there that look the same, but low and speed humps and shadows. You know, it's a shadow of those bars. Anyway, that's an 80, so I'm still on no 79. Another 80. I'll see if this was one of the victims that had it to start with, and then they ground it out. No, so this dye that they made was already without it properly. But the ones that they ground it out of, you'll see 2 points on there. All right, one more, and he's going to have brekkie and say thank God he's done. But anyhow, that's all right. I said I've got to check through these. I went down the bank to get them for me to check so I can see what's in there. Because I score a couple of lucky millenniums or something. Who knows, 77 coat of arms, 88 coat of arms out of nowhere. And I may as well be videoing it and letting everybody have a look. Hey, see what's in there, what I'm finding. Watch it while you're having your breakfast. Gives you something to do, I don't know, whatever. In the car, driving to work, listening. Treat it like a little podcast. I mean, if I didn't talk, you wouldn't be able to listen to me in the car, because it'd be quiet. So, as long as I'm waffling, and you're tuned in, listening, time will go past real quick. No dots on that, 22. What's going on with her bottom lip? You know why I'm an idiot. I'm leaning over. I'm leaning back. It's probably the glasses are making me lean back. Let me just check. I don't think it's no, it's just a little knock. Let's zoom back out. Yeah, it's just a knock. Yeah, 22, nothing else on there. Oh no, blooper time. 94. It's Can't get that wide date. It's in nice condition again, that one. Did I keep that other one? Did I? Because sometimes I'll keep coins like that if I get a 94 and sell it. Is a comparison for them. I'll give them both, but just stacking up on coins I don't need. Looking for the crop circle, Roo Reed, on the shield again. Just there. Let me see that. Just calm that camera down a little fraction. It's not always me, it's it too. So anyway, there's another one there. Yeah, I'm holding still, so that I think I am. Probably not. So yeah, just there. I have to fix this camera up too, because it's, again, it looks like it's out on a crane gantry hanging over, and I've got some weight at the back of it to stop it rocking, but it's still doing it. Anyway, so we've got a nice long cut there anyway. Well, what was it? Damn it. Let me just check that. It is, yeah. It's really weird. It's a weird one. Yeah, it is. It's weird. It goes up and down, up and down. So it's up there, goes down in the valley, and then up. Yeah, it's the two high point, and then it's down in there, and from around there. So it's sort of flat, then up, and then flat, and then up. Bit different. Cool. Yeah. For me to tell you is, I've looked through so many coins that yeah, that's something different. The way it is, little pattern. Anyway, that's 2014, and no crop circle, is there? No. So I think that's two 2014s. 2014, 2014, what's that one? 2013. Typical. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 16 are the ones that get all this, all around here, up here, along there, on the roo here, double in, which is just die wear, happens on all of them, and roo reed here, and possible reed cuds along here. So you get a cud at the roo and the reed. I call it roo reed after Lou Reed, just there. And you get cuds up there, but they're the years that they're just prolific. And the 2010 and the 2013 are the worst. They get the most. 2018 again, I said, look, you know, for the really, there's just something about them. When they last that long and they catch your eye every time and they're lowish mint, good opportunity to put them away with just spending 50 cents and not having to get rolls of them and have uncirculated put away for 20 years. And just do them at 50 cents each. Oh, sticky rotten. What the hell is that? I'm going to check it. What's that one? 2012. We'll check that one for the crop circle. Oh, what's going on there? Let me just quick look. No, I think I'll touch the camera too. Bouncing it. No. Not double bars, nothing. A little bit of die crack off the emu. Then the other die cracks, of course. And then you got your trail lines. Let's check it up closer. I've talked about them. If there's one here, I'll show it. there is just there. There's one. Let me just move those coins there. That's only just a tiny one. Yeah, but that's only, I wouldn't worry about that one. It's there. Could follow through up here. Yeah, it's only the tiny one. Anyway, you can get them all the way through. Large ones raised from here. Vertical every time. Never past the 50. And always straight up and down. And the only coin that I know of that has trail lines. They're not die cracks when you see them. I've shown them many times. I've got the video. Oh, we're nearly there. I can go and have a cup of coffee. and I stand up for all these videos now. I don't sit down anymore, so I'm actually on my feet for everything. Even my games, when I do my games. What year is that? 81. Sort of. No. Alright, they're all going back to the bank with everything else. Yeah, so that was alright anyway. We got, I'll just zoom out. Zoom out a bit. Just put that over there for the light. I've only got a little bit of light, but anyway. 74, 69, 75, they were just so, they're just my ones for putting together a little set there. That was the 2012 with that. I can see it there. I wonder if I'll use that. Zoom that up. Yeah, that cud. It was definitely a cud. If I held that there, maybe I'll bring that there. But it's that flake overnight. It's solid in the center, so I'm thinking it's a cud to start with, and it got hit. And there's another flaky bit above it too. See, it's hanging over. See, it's really weird. Yeah, got me on that one. It definitely looks to be a bit of added metal, but you know, it could be. It's hard that flaking over where I can see under it. I can see under here. Oh, I can hear it, and there. See. So I'm going to go out and say it's not a cud. It's been hit, but the hit is worn and covered over a bit. But that little hollow there, it's been hit, and that's what it is. It's not a cud. It's been knocked over, and it's imitating a cud. Because you can see underneath. You can't see underneath anything other than a cold shut error. And that wasn't cold shut, that's come after. So the only way you can get that is a hit. It's been knocked there, flattened over, made it wider. Because it hit here and pushed that whole edge outwards, it didn't flatten down. It makes it look like a cud. But that's actually the edge of that being hit, and the whole edge was moved that way. And the edges are flattened there, and it's worn here. And if you can see underneath, then you better start looking at the fact that it's a bit of metal that's on top and it's been hit, or something's happened during the strike. But in this case, no. The ones I got, the cold shuts, they always happen on the edges at the top here, because usually it's the metal being scraped off a collar that's a little bit out of whack, and as it goes down it hits the collar, which are very sharp, and it scratches that metal up and off. It falls on here and it gets struck and it sticks to it, but it's like tinfoil, you can lift it, and that's called a cold shut error. But the metal has to come from somewhere, and it's normally from the edging. That hasn't got that, so that's been whacked down, been whacked, and it's taken the whole edge over. Instead of taking it off, it's pushed it over. Healed itself here, but the giveaway is I can see under it. See? You can't see under cuds. I reckon I've got a screwdriver or something, and I kept doing that. I'll probably lift up that bit of metal. Yeah, so that's a post-mint damage coin. Ta-ta. And that's what you've got to do with your coins. You've got to, you don't jump to conclusions. Don't, jump to them, then fix them, remedy them, research them over again. Doubt yourself, check it again. Because if you don't, you're going to start telling people about errors and stuff, and they're not. And you're going to mislead them. You're going to get them confused. So if you don't know, don't say it. Because there's a lot of conjecture, a lot of things go on, and people can be totally confused on looking for it or buying it off you too, Anyhow. So make sure, be up front, own what you found, but make sure you check before you start owning what you found and telling people what it is. Know your stuff, because anyway, that's the problem I've had through all the time, is people not being misinformed, eh? And so finding out and getting it all proper will help everybody out. Okay, so nice haul. Loved the 91. The 2020 with the little rabbit ears, uncirculated, out of that roll. Beautiful. Those three, nice coin. That 69 and 74. You'd be happy if you're doing a set and found them through there, but having to buy for them. Buy them. Yeah, 80. 14, 13 with the errors on the back. Common fodder, I told you. 10s, 12s. The 11s I haven't found so much. So 10s, 12s, 13, 14 and 16s. A pretty common fodder for getting these errors on there. So they're pretty common. The 80's common. That's not in that condition, really. That 69, I wouldn't say. That 74, no, I wouldn't say. 75, I'll just put it there to check with what I got. Nice 2019 S, I think that was. Yeah, and I got 2 A's yesterday. And I've got a few U's, so I'll be able to make some sets. Just nice 84, and nice, just for the sets, that's okay at 2014, to put with the sets. And then, of course, the 2019 IRB with the missing detail. His ear's missing, the detail in there. So I'll have to check here and see if he's got like the others or the weak mint that's gone on there. So that's, and the crop circle 21. The 2019, yeah, I mean, they're 85s, the same. They're 1 mil. They've got to be really good, and I've only got, that's 10 or 11, and now I've got 4 out of them that are errors. And I might have given 2 away, I'm pretty sure I did. 91s, very nice, always like finding them, and you don't find them very often either. So, common, they're in good nick, okay, but common. You can still find them, and they're still popping up. Well, that's common type of error, but it's a 2020. Common, not very common. So crop circle 91, 19, pick of those, all of them. So they're the 3 keepers that I would keep. If I didn't have to keep anything else, that's all I'd be keeping, just those 3 50 cents there. But all the rest is for showing everybody else what you want for your sets. If you, yeah, and you can, all these, I've got a bag of them now. They'll be going back to the bank. So I'll take them out to show you guys, but I don't need them all the time because they're just repetitive. Even though each area is different, they're in different spots, there's nothing, you know, go jumping about. Or if you want one in your set, you just need to get one with a, well, you might need to get a few. It depends how you collect. Now, I can't tell people to collect. People might just want to get the Roo Reed, but I just want to get all the way around or just the bottom. Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, you need all of them because they're all mixed. Okay, so yeah, that was all right. I'll go take them down the bank and I'm going to get some more coins. So I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 50s out of, what did I say, I got $80 worth, wasn't it? Oh, here. Yeah, I got $80 worth. So there's 160 coins there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's the 10%, 16, 5% is 8. I got 10, so I'm just over that 5%, so that's good. And this was 6, I think it worked out 4 from 120. Was 5% is 6, yeah, it's about 3.5%. So in my 3 to 5% of fines, that's your 3.5, and you got your 5 there. Once, yeah, 8, well, a bit more than 5 because there's 10 there. So, you know, just over the 5% mark. But all there, but you know, in that region, that 3 and 5, you know you've done all right. And it works out every time. If anybody's watching these and right to the end and looking at it, you're going to say, shit, again, and again. Every single video, over and over. The percentage works out every time. And when it's a good haul of stuff, it represents it as well with the percentage. So that percentage is what I put together at 25 years, and that so far, that baseline that I have has not breached. It just, I love maths and numbers, and it never fails. There you go. And for like a mule or rotate, you know, your top-notch stuff, you're looking at 0.1 to 0.3% fines. It's a bit more complicated than that, but they're very low anyway, as you would know. But that's percentage I've got. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's right. And there's exceptions to every rule. It depends. You can have a good run, and you can have you can find a few really top-notch ones all in a row. And as I said, yeah, I found that mule in 2006. You sure it's 2006, 5, 6, and I haven't found one since. And some people find them straight away, and they don't find them ever again. So there's no time in when you will find it, but those percentages and everything else will work together with when you find it, from how long it took to how long you possibly got to the next one, all that in there. And yeah, you can pull it off and get 2, 1 really quick, and you just don't see them ever again. That's all there is to it. So yeah. But anyhow, I'm going to have some brekkie. Don't forget the thumbs up. More to watch. It's watching. The thumbs up. I don't care. I don't care about the thumbs up. I don't care. I keep saying that. Yeah, I think I'm just being the sheep as everyone else, saying give the thumbs up. I don't need a thumbs up. What I need is I need people watching my videos. That's what I need, not thumbs up. So watch my videos, share my videos, tell everyone about coming and learning, and everything here, and the games I got going, and the giveaway with the Gratitude coin album. and my badge album that I've got running as well, with the giveaway of the whole badge album. And I've got some stuff going on there, and I'll do some giveaways, and I've got another one I'm going to actually start up and do. So just share me and watch me. that's what I want. Yeah, so anyway, till next time, today, sometime later, I'm going to get some coins. I'll take these back. What's the time now? Anyway? Oh, yeah, I can go. The bank's open. Okay, so thanks for watching, and until later on, have a good day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.